Namaste. I wanted to share with you how I am learning and how I am memorizing Maheshwara Sutrani. So, this video is about my experience and technique or rationalization that I have done to learn Maheshwara Sutrani by memory. Okay, this is from our book Gita Pravesha. I am referring to page number 5, and you see that is the table of Maheshwara Sutrani. But this is how we know, this table that you see here is how we know our consonants. It starts with ka, we call it ka varga, cha varga, ta varga, ta varga, pa varga, and then you have yara, lava, shasha, saha. And this is what is arranged in the tabular form of Maheshwara Sutrani. So what I recommend is to learn it, first of all, write it in the same sequence that is given by Panini in the book, exactly the same way, which means that you have 4 in the first row, 4 in the second row, 3 in the third row, and 3 in the last row. Okay, so maintain that sequence. Then the way to remember is the first row is all vowels. Okay, and so the vowels start with a, e, u, as we know. So only the lagu or the raswa, version is what is used here, the shorter version, a, e, u. Goes to the last vowels that we know. The number 2 here over here is the last vowels we know as r and r. Moving on, we get a, o, and then I, ow. So with that, all the vowel sequences are over in number 1 to number 4. That is how I remembered the first line. Now to remember the second line, by the way, you remember the formula for how to remember Panini or derive the solutions in Panini is to use things like this. Ach. Ach means starts with a and ends with cha. So ach is all vowels, which is what we just discussed. Now how to go from number 4 to number 5? How do I remember that? The way to remember that I have said is, let's remember this called yan. So after all vowels you say yan, and so with that you transition from number 4 to number 5 and 6. So 4 was I, ow, I, ouch, and then you want to go, you say yan, and by saying yan, basically you have this ha, ya, va, ra, ta, la, na. Yan means starts with ya and ends with na, but this number 5 starts with ha. So somehow if you remember yan and you remember that for yan it has to start with ha and then followed by ya, va, ra, ra, ta, la, na, then that's how I got to number 5 and 6. Now 7, 8, 9 and 10 are very rhythmic. Specifically number 7, nya, ma, na, nya, ma, na, na, ma, and then ja, ba, ya, ja, ba, nya. Okay, so 7 and 8 are bounded by nya. These are all the nasal sounds. The sequence is rhythmic, and then what you remember, while nasal sounds are the last of the consonants in any of the vargas, ja, ba, nya, of that ja, ba are in the 4th column. Last is the 5th column. In the 4th column you see ja and bha. So that is what is this ja, bhaing has come. So since two of this from the last 4 columns have come, the ones that are left out, which is gha, dha, dha, is what comes next. Okay, so if you see from ja, bang, nya, which is number 8, number 9, gada, dash, the way to remember from this is ja, bha, which are the 2 in the 4th column, and the balance of the 4th columns are gada, dash. Okay, and the next one, 10, is similar to this. It is ja, ba, gada, dash. While this is gada, dash, This is Jaba Gadadash. So Gada Da is similar to this one but softer consonants, and Jaba. Okay. Also Jash is one of the Panini, I don't know how to call it, formulas, where Jaba Gadadash belongs to the central or the third or tritiya stambha here. Okay, ja, ba, you will see ja, ba, ga, da, da. Okay, so those are the tritiya sthana. So Ghadadash, Jaba Ghadadash. The next one is the toughest. It has got 8 consonants. Starts with kha, kha, fa, cha, tha, and then the way I remembered is this cha and this this tha and this tha. You have to remember this is tha and this is tha, and while this is cha, this is cha. And then similarly, so these are like pairs. Okay, so cha and cha and tha and tha, and then we have this ta, ta. So kha, fa, cha, tha, tha, cha, ta, ta, va. So this is a tough one to memorize really. But from 11 to 12, like I said, 7, 8, 9, 10 rhyme well. 11 is tough and long. From 11 to 12, 12th one starts with ka, and I remember that because 11 starts with kha, so 12 starts with ka, and ka is kapaya. And 13th is a little unique because it has the same sequence as the regular. What I mean regular is, when you see here, you see sha, sha, sa. So the same sha, sha, sa comes here, sha, sha, sa, ra. And the last one is hal, which is the simplest. Okay, 14th is the simplest, and this is the same sequence as the regular ones. Okay, few other things to remember so that you can remember the sequence is this formula of hush. A very hush formula. Basically it says that hush is all mrudu ones. So hush starts ha and then ends with sha. Now in the Varga tables here, the ones which I have boxed in pencil, those are the mrudus. Okay, but in yara, lava, sha, sha, sa, ha, there which are the mrudus, that is not easy to find out. So what happens is, by looking at khar gives you karkasha. Khar starts at number 11 and ends with this. So sha, sha, sa forms in is part of karkasha. Okay, I hope you follow me. So khar is the formula. Khar starts with number 11 and ends with sha, sha, sa, ra. So khar has sha, sha, sa, and therefore sha, sha, sa is karkasha. Therefore in the last line here, yara, lava and ha should form part of mrudu. Therefore mrudu starts with ha. So right after the vowels you have the mrudu. Right after the vowels you have the mrudu. So it has to start with ha, because hush, mrudu is a very hushed tone or hushed consonants. So it has to start with ha. That's the way you could remember that after vowels it is hush, and after hush it is khar, and hal, which starts from 5 to ends with 14, is all the halanta shabdaha or varnaha for the consonants. So that's how I remembered Maheshwara Sutrani. Another reason I talked about Maheshwara Sutrani is in the next video I'll see how it connects to our sandhis. Thank you. Namaste.